Today was like the most career mode day I've ever seen whilst watching football. What the hell was that deadline day? No, I'm not on a Zoom call with all the players. They're the 25 here we goes today. 25! You had Premier League records being broken on deadline day. Isak to Liverpool. Harvey Elliott to Aston Villa. Like, this fella's just called Kevin. He just signed for like 40 million euros to Fulham. Kevin. You had like, oh my god, I know you type transfers. Sanchez to Sevilla. Chilwell last minute joining the student exchange programme to Strasbourg. Kolo Muani to Spurs. I am pressing A as we speak to skip an hour in this transfer window. Akanji to Inter Milan. For me, that's one of the signings of the day, I've got to say. Nicolo Zaniolo to Udinese is like the most amazing signing transfer of all time. Sancho just copying Rashford. Newcastle need someone last minute, so they're bringing Visser for £55 million. He's got a year left. Man United signed a goalkeeper who, I mean, I've never heard of, to be honest with you, but he can't be any worse, can he? Jackson was off, then on, now off, then on again. Chukwueze to Fulham's a decent signing later on. Boniface to Werder Bremen. Leverkusen, I mean, they've had an absolute stinker this window, haven't they? City signed a big goalkeeper, and literally he's massive, but I'm not massive on Donnarumma. Not to the level some people are. I do think he's a bit error prone and not unbelievable with his feet. I think that's no secret. I know he had a great game against us, right? I just don't think this is absolutely amazing like people saying. It's certainly not the best transfer of the day, in my opinion. And leaving out the door, Ederson to Turkey, and I believe Gundogan's off to Turkey somewhere as well. Listen, Ederson's played a massive role in Man City. In my lifetime, he's one of the best keepers I've seen in my lifetime. One of the most enjoyable, refreshing, like, changing the game goalkeepers. But it ended a bit sour, didn't it? And that's probably the right move for City. I've heard good things about this fella to Burnley from Portugal. Pender to Juventus as well. Sunderland signing 2 players. They've been really busy this window. They've chucked a lot of players together. I do think their best player is Xhaka, though, like from what I've seen so far, and also from what I know, Xhaka is definitely their best signing. Anthony to Betis for like 20 million quid. 20. I mean, that's for Man United fans looking at that thinking, what an absolute waste. I mean, I've genuinely just filmed this whole thing and I've like edited it. I'm thinking, oh, and I mentioned in the first bit, I'm waiting on Guehi and what's happening. Deal. What an absolute mess. Igor has gone to West Ham instead of going to Palace from Brighton, which has therefore meant he's not signed for Liverpool. Igor, if you thought, Igor, what a spanner in the works, mate. You're not helping out. That is, oh my god, end the video.